Morning, morning. Hope everyone can hear me fine. So we are looking at NASDAQ just like usual. NASDAQ is on our left hand side and ES is on right hand side. We will be waiting for the market open. Still got 4 minutes, so just bear with me. I'll be right back in a few seconds. This is how the daily chart looks at the moment. We are trading at all-time highs on both the indexes. So I'm just going to be back here in a second. I'll be trading here on my FundedNext funded accounts. Just got them a few hours ago. The copier is on. Yes, right. See, it's good. Alright, just 2 minutes away from market open. We have got Trump speaking at 11:15 a.m. today. Apologies for yesterday. I couldn't go live because I was really sick. I'm still sick. I'm still coughing. We'll be getting premium opening on both 931.5, 931.5, 6446, 646. All right, market opens in 10 seconds. Opening range gap. There we go. Our first print for the day. Let's look at how does it look on regular trading hours? Okay, just straight up. right? Drop straight. All right, recovers here. Touches the top again on NQ. Trying to do the same on ES, but looks like it's going to fail. This sell side looks really tempting. Equal lows. Similar on ES as well. You've got 15-minute inefficiency here and here as well. London sell side can be taken. I'm just going to stay patient here, look for more information. Right, continues on running higher on both. No first presented fair value gap on any of the index yet. So just going to be waiting here. I'm expecting it to drop at least to these levels. Looks like it wants to drop now. So most of the major stocks has opened in premium. Hey Rashik, how we doing? I just got my FundedNext accounts like 2 hours ago, and apologies about yesterday. It's still a bit sick. Hope you can hear me fine. Ah, yeah, man, let's see. So on this, we will be looking for 40% consistency, and then I can take out minimum 200 from 800 on each cycle. On each of these accounts, I've got five of them right now. So let's see. NQ bouncing off from the opening range gap top again, while ES could not even make it to there. Most of the major stocks, which from that I mean these stocks, so Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple, Avgo, I'm not really sure which company is this, Nvidia and Tesla. So I do look these stocks because there is high correlation in respect to NQ. So all of them has opened, with premium opening. Let's see if they want to fill up the gap. And I think that will allow NQ to drop to the consequent encroachment and take this. Still no first presented fair value gap yet. We have got Trump speaking at 11:50. So yeah. So the stocks are correcting other than Amazon. Nvidia has corrected previously, so it has filled gap like that. Tesla and Amazon are still pumping higher, Google as well. Premium opening. Let's grade our midnight open ranges. Really tempted to go short from here, but going to wait here. Hey OJ, how are you doing? All the major stocks are correcting now. Let's see if we are going to get any post-presented fair value gap here. Doesn't look like. Nope. Filled it up. So we're just going to wait. It seems to be continuing higher. Yes, doesn't look like it wants to trade inside the opening range gap. Seriously, do we usually have this happening? Yep, really small one here. You are actually right. Hmm. Breaking lower from that first presented fair value gap. Do you expect it to fill fully or just consequent encroachment in this sell side? I'm going short here. Expecting the consequent encroachment here to be filled. Most of these stocks are tanking now. Oh, yep, my bad. Thank you for bringing my eye to this. Risking 132. Back at the open range gap top. It will give it a little room. Impulsive entry there, to be honest. Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you. I don't know why there is difference. Do you know, like, do we usually have this difference in open and close between NQ and MNQ? Doesn't look like yes wants will allow NQ to trade inside the gap further. Well, it's not really that big of a gap. Looks like I should be doing my charting over the NQ chart. So what's the reason behind this difference? Like, I thought futures have all the same prices, both on NQ and MNQ. Oh, I've never gone through that. Thank you for that. I'll be doing my analysis moving on the NQ chart. Yep, looks like NQ wants to catch up on ES now because most of the stocks have filled in the gap and seems to be continuing higher now. But then analyzing on different chart and you know executing on different chart is really hard for me. I'll see what I'll do about it. All right, but what's the difference behind the this gap and this difference? What's the reason behind this? Right, stop out there. $155. All right, expecting the first presented fair value gap bullishly now. I'm tagging in long here. will be trailing my stop and taking in a continuation long here. This is stuffed up. Not knowing this. But thank you for that, Rashid. Alright, ES has got this fair value gap now. Or maybe let's check ES. Looks like ES is going to dump. But most of the stocks are continuing higher from here. I fill the gap, fill the gap, fill the gap. Let's see. We are in macro. Not really liking this, to be honest. Looks like he wants to visit this and that will make NQ fall. Get this stuff out. He's just going to stay patient here. Looks like they want to fill the gap now. Stocks are tanking as well. going for the gap fill. Ten o'clock opens in 2 minutes after this close. On the block. Because change in the state of delivery here. Should be a breakout. So I was initially right on my short. Was just that Titan stopped us out there and then took a long. Seeing that ES was continuing, missed the first presented fair value gap on ES and got stopped out there. So currently in $260 loss on all 5 of these accounts. Ten o'clock opens. Do you expect the full gap fill, Rashik, or are you just expecting it until the consequent encroachment? Looks like if it's not going to drop on ES, can be an SMT divergence. Closed entry, as in, did you take your target or never knew you were executing right now? What a small little fair value gap there. I wanted to first read this. Yep, same here. And then I'm expecting it to continue pushing higher. But if it is going to come into this without sweeping or hitting the consequent encroachment, I think then they can drop it further lower. Yes, trades inside this next week. Right, consequent encroachment delivered while ES still holds this. And stock seems to be bouncing as well. ES is also in 15-minute busy. Being inverted on ES, NK seems to be following. Still too smooth for me, to be honest. Alright. So, stock seems to be bouncing off. It's traded in the first presented fair value gap and then taking ahead. Looks like they want to fill it fully. Yeah, stocks are bouncing. Looks like yes, it's going to catch up. Let's see. Most of the stocks are pumping. Going to be really patient, need more information here to be honest. Yes, is holding this range while the stocks are continuing on the higher side. Let's see. This is how the daily looks. This is how the 4-hour looks. Now it has left this and ES is catching up. See if we are going to be filled here. Right, filled. Right, he is finding some sort of support from the opening range gap top. Right, trades into this fair value gap fully. If it stops me out here, this is going to be my last trade for the day. Do not want it to see bullish inversion from this fair value gap. Mark it out. Mm-hmm. I mean, but because ES seem to be following the bearish order flow, that is why I took a continuation. Also, the fact that we have got on a higher time frame 15-minute busy, these ones. Also, the new day opening gaps from today. So let's see. It's taking it as a continuation of the opening range until 10:30. If not, then yeah, it'll be stopped out and I'll close my day here. Doesn't look good, to be honest. Before I has traded inside this. The AS wants to continue lower. Right, it all depends on ES now. ES seems to be holding. Ten 20. Mm-hmm. Looks like it does not want to trade lower anymore, and we'll be stopped out. So 3 consecutive stops for the day. ES still holds this, but I think it's going to trade higher. Alright, we could follow up on an ES. If it continues lower, it should be good. Alright, that's nice. I want NQ to close below the consequent encroachment and ES to close below this stop. Nah, it's like going to be stopped out now. Doesn't look good. I'm going to stick with my stop. It's okay. Both closed above, so ES closed above the opening range cap top while NQ closed above this. Yes, sir. You are right, Rashik. This is how the 5 minute looks. It seems to be catching up. NQ doesn't want to trade lower. bounces off from the consequent encroachment again. Alright, let's see continuation. Right, good push lower. Let's see if ES wants to continue after taking the morning sell side. I don't like this recovery. Wanted to close bearishly. Right, nice. Yes, boss. Trump starts at 11:15, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 11:15. So we have still got like 50 minutes from here. All right, ES continues lower and currently trading at the upper quadrant of the open range gap. Pushes higher after taking the should trade to the consequent encroachment at least. Really smooth sell side resting here. IDS continues lower from the upper quadrant. That is good. All right, first partial book. Thank you very much. Taking the other partial at today's new day open gap high. ES is currently trading inside this 15-minute inefficiency. I think we should be good to continue at least to this. Will allow it to further trade into this. All the other stocks are tanking as well. Not all, like most of them. If you see this is 1 minute chart. Amazon seems to be tanking as well now. Haven't really booked much. It's still $200 in realized loss right now. right, switch is lower. That's good. Um, all right. Second partial also booked. Let's see if it is going to be giving us the terminus or not. I'm still in $50 realized loss for the day. There was a time when I was actually about to kill this trade when it traded higher, but did not really close above this wick. If you remember, I was trying to study this. So, yeah, once you have entered a trade, just give your trade a reasonable room and also just stick to it, even if things are not going in your favor. Whenever you are placing a trade, you should already subtract the stop loss dollar amount from your account. So, yeah, it's good to stick with it. Yes, get caught up. Because to be honest, although we are trading at all-time highs, that is why I took the continuation long from there initially in the opening range. But as you saw that we did not really continue higher and dropped lower. So that is why I think that we did not really had anything to be targeting above, and then we had this opening range gap which is not really that big of a gap, like 24044, then 23932, so 100 points gap, and that is a really nice range to target for these setups. Thank you for sharing the code, Rashik. I'll be using the same code because I never thought that they do give those discounts. It's just because I do not really have proper audience here yet. So that is why not really like companies are not really interested in, doing the partnership with me. And even if they are just giving me the basic promo code and basic offers to for my audience. So let's see. All right, ES is closing up on the consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. Good recovery on NQ. Thanks a lot, man. And let's just grow this. I apologize, man. Like, um, because of my routine, my health is really catching up now. So that is why I'm also looking for a job now because I cannot be doing this full time. It's really catching up on my mental and emotional health here. So Yeah, I do want to grow this community and do have few ideas that we can discuss over the call, but I didn't really get any chance over the weekend. I would have killed my trade if ES was actually doing this after hitting the consequent encroachment, but I think this is just to build up more sell side. So this is what I was talking about, Rashik. Like you can always do this, and that will free up your charts when you are watching it. All right, ES did not make a lower low, while NQ did. Yeah, it really helps to, navigate the price action without any bias because what those annotations do, they do help you, but at the same time, they also make you forget about the importance of each one of those and also the overall order flow. So right now we are finding some strength and support from this BC on 15 minute on London. I'm expecting London to be swept as that will also allow it to fill the gap completely and also allow ES to continue further lower at least to the consequent encroachment or the lower quadrant of the gap. Um, I'm still in $40 realized loss for the day and currently risking 38. So if it stops me out from here, I'll be in loss for $78 for the day. If it does not, we'll be closing our day with some profit and might also interact into lunch session if we see any clear buy side engineer after this low, after this drop. So let's see. No, sir. London is sitting here. 215 low. This is a 15-minute candle. Low coming at 23,933.25. Asian low is sitting at 23,928. So this pink box, if you can see, that is London, 2 till 5. And that is Asia. That is midnight open. It is New York afternoon from yesterday. I am expecting it to trade inside this first. That will also allow it to build further more sell side. But the more favorable price action would it be to just drop from here, this inefficiency. But let's see. Hope I was able to make sense there, Ashik. Let me check NQ. Yep, NQ is same, brother. 23,934.25. Asian sitting there. Asian was swept just below the midnight, just before the midnight open range. Let me know if that wasn't clear, Ashik, or if it is all cleared up now. It's all right. All good, sir. No worries. But I'll do look into NQ and MNQ. How can I like what's the reason behind the difference? Because I cannot really execute on different charts. That's my problem. And then this account size that I usually go with does not really allow me to play the minis. 10:30 or 10:03, you meant? 10:03 is this? 10:03, 10:03. What's the difference there? 10:03, right? So 10:03 is this candle. Let's brush. This one, right? Monday is 10:03. I'm my bad, brother. Sorry. You can see my mental health right now, right? All right, let's check, boss. So Monday. 10:03, 10:03. Oh, damn. What the hell? What is that? And why do I not know this until now? She. Thanks for that, brother. I really appreciate your help and clarification. Shit, man. That is some serious difference. Um, right. All right. I need to see what can I do about this. All right. Consequent encroachment delivered on ES, and then it seems to be recovering higher. Yeah, man. Obviously, that's hell of a wick. And if you see it traded inside the first presented fair value gap, so anyone smart would be giving room to their stop loss. But yeah, that is some difference. I do not like this, to be honest, and going to be closing it here. Mm, I'll just do this. It looks like it is going to stop us out now. But sir, that is what my concern is. Like, I cannot really execute and analyze on different charts. But I'll look into it because, yeah, if there is such a difference, then I need to, accommodate it. I do want to close this in profit. So if it gives me there, I'm going to be taking it so that we are break even for the day at least. When do you watch 15-second confirmation for entries? Brother, I used to, but I don't do it anymore because just going to give it a little more room. Because no, it's not really worth it. I've been chopped out many times on that, and what really happens is that uh, you end up forgetting the higher time frame analysis a lot. Like I'm still not comfortable with it. Even with 1 minute, I do not really feel comfortable with it. I think if I start using 5 minute and 15 minute for my, as my main time frames, my win rate can be increased exceptionally. So close this trade here because I am not liking how ES is reacting after delivering the consequent encroachment, although it can only be to refer the upper quadrant once more. But I'm okay with it because we are also approaching the lunch hour macro. So no 15 seconds for me, bro. You might see some of my execution videos using 15 seconds, but I won't really recommend it. And no, like do backtest it and all, but no. And it also got me in a really bad habit of leveraging really high. So yeah, all right. Looks like it was just too late for this. Continues on dropping lower. So if we see 5 minute, it did sell off from that only. Never closed the body above this in a small inefficiency. I did not want it to trade into this inefficiency, so that is why I just took it there and got break even for the day. Also, SMT on those. Uh, are you asking this as a question? Like when do I look SMT on those? So for SMT, what I have noticed is that you really need to align the time profile. So for example, if it does some kind of SMT around lunch hour macro, that can be 10:50 till 11:10, 11:50 till 12:10, and also 12:50 till 110. Those SMT setups are usually really strong, what I have seen. Also SMT on lows. So are you talking about ES not taking London yet? I think it will, brother, because if you see 4 hour candle, it is inside this. So what I think is it will drop inside this. Also use the weekly premium pick that we have got from last week. as bullish inversion if it wants to continue higher, but at least should drop into these levels. Let's see on NQ. Yeah, NQ has got everything set up for that as well. You see all of this. This is too one-sided, man. And perfect way to trap retail longs. So always try to, do your analysis as per the higher time frame. So next minute is macro. All right. Yeah. That means that we can expect some sort of high being engineered here and then being run around 11:30 if they want to do it and hold the drop here. All the stocks seems to be recovering as well. I do not really have that marked. Um, is it the same? The price 931.5, low coming 932.5, 932.5, low coming 932.5, sir. So only this candle, I can see the difference that this is equal low while it is not on MNQ. But I think then the close would be different as well. 414, 414 closing at 931.75. Missed it by a tick, brother. Not really a tick, 0.75. Yep, got some volume imbalances there. So I'm a bit confused here. Like if I'm going to be analyzing on that and then using MNQ to execute, then what are the values that I'm going to be using? If you can help me with that, please. All the other stocks continues on dropping lower. Like Google, Amazon, and Apple are rallying higher, while all the other ones are dropping lower. Alright, finding some strength from here. We are in macro as well. Yeah, man, do not confuse yourself too much, I'll look into it and I'll see what you can do. But if you got question to my answer, like if you got answer to my question, like how can I, if I'm looking at NQ, like the example you showed me from Monday, uh, at the end of the day, if I'm executing on MNQ, it would have stopped me out, right? Either ways. I don't look at charts on TradeView, brother. Just TradingView. It's okay, brother. That is all you need because the more monitors you have, more confusing it gets. I feel like going long here. Should have tagged long there using this as my stop. It's alright. So I mainly use other two. So I've got three screens, and I mainly use the other two for my streaming and looking at my P&L. I've only got charts on this screen only. And then I've got uh, this chart on my mobile. So yeah. If it dips again here, I can take this. Let's see. Working on this volume imbalance right now. Should have used it previously. Mhm. Ah, use the high this time. Missed it. It's alright. No worries. Hey Rashik, will you be free after the stream? Oh, I've lost all the messages here. Like the chat. Right, E is closed below this consequent encroachment here. Do wanna tag in long here. And I'll use this as my stop. Risking 140 here. And using this as my target. Next minute is 11 o'clock open. Good close on ES last minute. I'm expecting 20 points from here. So after 10 o'clock, these are the equal highs, but I'm only going to be targeting these ones. And this inefficiency, not even going for the consequent encroachment here as my target. Oh, that's nice. So, will you be able to come over call on Twitter if I call you after the stream? Right, let's see, 11 o'clock. Will it be chopping us out? And dropping lower. Let it hold this. And it drops lower. Right. Yes, is not looking good. And it was 11 o'clock, so let's see. For this time profile, what I've noticed is that we need to be placed properly and our stop should be low or high of the range, because if it is inside the range it usually gets chopped out. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be increasing my risk here, just going to stick with this target and stop loss. Yes, seems to be bouncing off from here nicely. NQ still needs to catch up. No, sounds good. So I'll give you a call. I do not like the close on NQ. You want to give it room until the midnight open price, but that will increase my loss to 170, which I'm not prepared for. I am giving it some room here. 940, so risking 180 here. Right, NQ is not looking good at all. Alright, VIX to the midnight open price here. We would have been stopped out on our previous stop. Let's see if it wants to catch up on ES or if ES will drop from here. Not looking good. Stopped out. $180 in loss here. Looks like they wanna continue dropping it lower. I'll be taking a continuation short here. Although the gap has been filled on NQ, but I think it is going to continue lower because ES would fill this. All right, let's see. Hmm. First partial has been booked. You are over trading, bro. Yeah, man, that is one of my problems. I'm too impulsive, man. And this has gone worse when I've taken it full time. Maybe because, I want to live off this money now. So, yes, boss. The reason I mainly got into that long was the fact that I wanted to long from here, and then I had to rush to toilet. So when I got back, it was already trading there. I thought that it is going to take those highs, but looks like it is going to continue to fill in the gap fully on ES. That's nice, man. That's nice. So what's the P&L for the day? Macro has finished. I think these are the equal highs for the lunch hour macro. That's nice, brother. Congratulations. Can retest the opening range low again. Alright, good slab there. Right, looking good. How much do you risk per trade, Rashi? And how much drawdown have you got on your funded accounts? Like what account size? I don't know the policies of fibers. I'm going to book it off as that is my terminus, to be honest. He has delivered the lower quadrant here. Yes, it's in the upper base here. I'm not liking this bounce, to be honest. I'm trading 50k rapid challenge now. I'm back to 50. Okay, you are trading on challenge. What happened to your account? Like your funded account with fibers? Right. NQ makes a lower low. ES does not. I think ES wants to bounce off from here. It's going to stick with it. Should at least trade to this inefficiency here. If it has come this close to this. on 4 hour, knowing that we have got another 3 hours. So there's 4 hour to finish. Alright, filled in there. $100 profit for the day. I need to wait 14 days to see. Seriously, man. So you cannot even like, there's no withdraw option to get the money out and then you can continue trading on it. All right, man. That's stressful. That's stressful. Ah, right. Good recovery here. So, hey Rashik, so I think I'll still be going with MNQ because at the end of the day, we are executing on MNQ, right? So, I don't really know how to tackle this here because if we are analyzing on NQ, then where are we supposed to be putting our stop losses and all, if you get what I mean? Because if we have to follow MNQ's chart at the end of the day, yeah, man, that is one of the, you know, their playbooks of these firms. So, yeah, sucks, but it is what it is. Alrighto, so I'll call it a day here. I'll let you know more about it. Um, I'll give you a call in 10 to 15 minutes and then we can talk over Twitter. I'm going to be closing off my day here. Thank you for being here. If you learned anything or found this valuable, please give it a like, subscribe my channel, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Although we have got news at 8:30, but I'm not going to be participating before 9:30. So 9:30 it is going to be for tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, and have a good rest of your day.